you doing today? This is Kevin Black with Jones Technical Institute. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to take out an input shaft as if you were doing a preventative maintenance input shaft replacement during a regular PMI clutch replacement job. So what I will need is snap ring pliers, a hammer, my socket to the right size to get my bearing retainer cap off, and then I'm going to go ahead and jump into it and explain it as I do it. So I've already listed these bolts here. I've already listed the cap due to time. So I'm going to take this bearing retainer cap off. Now on this bearing retainer cap, when you go to reinstall, and I'll talk about it a little later, there's an oil port to help kind of like recirculate the oil so the bearing gets lubricated. And you have to make sure it's lined up because this cap can go on many ways. That's the oil port I was talking about that needs to be lined up with this oil port. So, I have my input shaft. On your input shaft you have two snap rings and your bearing here. So you got your snap ring here. That holds the input shaft on, or holds the bearing in place and the input shaft at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that off. Alright, that snap ring's off. This one's a little worn. It's kind of doesn't sit right. But you want to check them out for any warpage. See how it's not level together. Kind of be a bad snap ring. You like to make sure they're as level as possible and not as worn when you take them out. Alright, so I've removed removed that snap ring. What I'm going to want to do now is I'm going to take my hammer. What you do is you hit down once, strike it, and I'll so I'm going to hit down once, I'm going to hit in, stop, I'll pull it out, I'm going to strike down once, I'm going to hit in, I'm going to wiggle it out, hit it down once, I'm gonna hit it in, alright, bearings out. Alright, now that shouldn't happen. The problem is, technicians before, they forgot the snap ring. This snap ring's supposed to be holding on your input shaft so it doesn't fall out like that. It'd be a really bad thing to have in your car and very unsafe. So what you're supposed to do before you take the input shaft out for damage, you're supposed to check it, make sure there are no nicks, bad abrasions, score marks, anything like that. When it gets bad and the clutch pack replacement comes time, you usually replace the input shaft. I mean, they're usually beat up due to the wear of the clutch packs beating on them. That's the whole reason you do that for the PMI. So let's pretend this is a new input shaft. I'm going to go ahead and reinstall it, and what you do is the exact opposite of what I did to take it out. I'm going to go ahead and shove it in. Once I get it in, I'll get this snap ring in here. Different. As you can see here, it's missing its bearing to hold its counter shaft in, so it's a little hard for me to get it set up, so it might take me a little while. Mr. Yahtzee, I'm sorry. Now I hate you for telling me to do my video on this piece of shit. There we go. Woohoo, a whole 2 minutes of struggling with the snap ring. Alright, so I got the snap ring in. What you're going to want to do now is get your bearing. You usually be replacing this as well. You don't like beating on them or putting them in, but I'm going to go ahead and reinstall it. What you're going to want to do is take a brass punch, and you're going to want to beat on the inner race, not the outer race, the inner race. So I'm going to go ahead and get my brass punch, kind of put it up in the hole for now, get started a little bit. What you're going to do also is hit it evenly around the shaft. Get set up in place here. Just sit. My hand. Now you can tell when it's in place because it's got a designated spot for the snap ring on the outside to retain the bearing in and keep the input shaft in place. And so you'll know when you get in place because you can see the groove where the snap ring belongs. You can see it starting to come through. Pull it out just a little more, give it a few more taps. So I can see my designated spot. Alright, we're in. So that's how you do a basic input shaft removal and reinstallment. Thanks for watching, Kevin Black.